Yeah. It's not like riding a bike. I got like started riding. I'm like, good Lord, what is wrong with me?
What in the world's going on?
Not much.
Causing problems here.
Problems. Well, you know the school business, there are no problems in the school business. Everything's just teaching. It's tough times. Tough times. There's Dr. Barnes.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good. I'll be doing great if we can get off the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Hey,
think you all are hiring.
Oh, are we? Absolutely. We cannot recruit or get enough people in positions.
Well, but and then Butler just can't help themselves. They tend to be the bane of our existence in CMS. They just can't. My wife called me, I guess earlier, was it yesterday? Said, have you seen this? And I said, I don't have to. I know they've done something stupid. And so, the rule of thumb is in the business, and as you're changing your lens to school administration, one of the things that you're going to learn is that if you can't get off the news cycle, there must be blood. Somebody has to go home. And the rule of thumb is 3. If it goes past 3 times, if you get up in the morning, it's on the morning news and it's still on at lunch, and then they have it at 6 o'clock. If it's on at 11 that night, somebody has to go home. Or, you can extrapolate that. If it comes on at 11 o'clock, it's back on, 3 times, the next 3 times the next day. People say, well, how do you make the decision, about, the punitive action against employees who do dumb things? Well, it's if they hit the 4th news cycle, it's not going to go away. And I can tell you right now, and I hate to say this, but no, I don't. You folks already know who I am. I'll just tell you, there's been times when I was just praying that we would have a shooting on the west side. Nobody died, but maybe, just a flesh wound or a bank robbery, so that we could get off the news, because I didn't want to have to let somebody go. I'm serious as I can be. Please let there be, a shooting without death on the west side, please. So that, if not, I'm gonna have to go let somebody go. And then sometimes you have to go let them go anyway, because of the heinous things that they've done. But, if you can't get off the news cycle, we just, we operate in the public trust, or with the public trust. And when we lose it, we can't do any different, then we're forced to take action from time to time. That's bad, but that's just the way the world works. And so it's a tough business. When you have me this summer for law and finance, my job, I can't keep you from getting sued. My job is to keep you from losing your house when you do get sued, or your freedom, your liberty, because you're going to get sued. The trick is I'm going to teach you how to win. That's the deal. So that's enough. Well, I'm going to join you for a few minutes, and I've got to move on. I got a doctoral student on the line, and Dr. Barnes knows so much more than I do anyway. I want to share one thing with you. I had a couple of you who have had issues with TaskStream, and so I want to show you a little quick and dirty to get out of your troubles on TaskStream. So let me share my screen. So no matter where you are in TaskStream, if you get stuck, if you get hung, if you made the wrong choice, and so I'll do that for you. So if you go into task stream into your DRF portfolio or to your competency folio, and I'll go into yours as author, fall 20. So if you go to this, and I'm from the author view, and you click on School of Ed dispositions, and you start to fill it out, and you see, wait a minute, that's from this summer when I'm gonna be in class with Dale. That's not this semester. I don't see a way to get out of this, especially if I'm already started on it. Here is the back door in task stream. If you'll go to the top right and click on the task stream logo, nope, I'll submit later, and it'll let you out. Whenever you get stuck or you get hung in task stream, if you will go to the logo, that is the exit button. And it will, even if you're uploading something, or if you're taking, filling out one of the forms or quizzes or questionnaires in there, doesn't matter what you're working on, you can click that button and it'll let you out. All right, so that's how you get out. Or if you think you're putting the wrong thing in there, and if you submit something and you say, "Wait a minute, that was the wrong one," you can go back here to this, and it will tell you what you have submitted. And again, you can exit out. So remember, the task stream logo up here in the left-hand corner is your exit button. No matter where you're working in task stream, it will let you out. And remember, regardless of what you're doing, when you get ready to leave task stream, always come over here to this button and click on it and log out. Don't ever just click out of it. Always log out and let it stay like this, and then just sign back in. Don't let it time you out. So those are the two key buttons that you need to remember. Now, I'll stop my share. Do you have questions for me about task stream? So right now, you don't have anything. You can go in and do your School of Ed dispositions from this semester. You can go in and do that. Is that a Fender Jaguar I see in the background? Megan Sneed. That's a 24.5-inch scale. Fender Jaguar.
It is. It's my husband's. It's not mine. It's my husband's.
I see the headstock on a Telecaster as well, to behind your left shoulder. Is that yours?
Yeah. No, they're all my husband's. I can play a little bit, but they're all his. So
yeah. Okay. I just you don't see too many people who play Jaguars. He must be a millennial hipster. Either that or he's a big Nirvana fan, one or the other.
Yeah, more than Nirvana.
More than my Nirvana fan. All right. I'm just checking to make sure. If you see over here in the corner, let's see. You can't see it's in the case. You'll see a Martin over there. I have to keep one in reach all the time. I play really badly. But I've got a Martin acoustic here behind me. All of my good stuff's upstairs in the music room. Now, understanding my musical ability stretches to the ability to hear a door slam. That's all the talent that I have. I have a way more money than I have talent. And so my best story about music is I had to fire my guitar teacher. I went to the Davidson to the music workshop, guitar workshop in Davidson. That's really upscale. And I had a teacher there, and he was a gigging musician. And I told him I was going to have to let him go. And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I'm afraid we're going to get hit by lightning." He said, "What in the world do you mean?" I said, "Do you realize the probability that the worst guitar teacher in the world and the worst guitar student in the world would get together in the same room, you have better odds of getting hit by lightning. So I'm just going to have to let you go." And so, but I digress. Questions you have for me on task stream? Anything that I can answer about task stream before we go? You do your disposition now and wait till later to do your analysis when you upload your abstract. You work on your competency folio in the web folio. You can do that later. We're not doing that now either. So that's all we do. All right, question.
Hey, can you hear me, Dr. Lane?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I have a question about this. I've already done the School of Ed disposition, but I
Yep.
just wanted to clarify, that is where we go in and give ourselves an honest grade. So even if we have a couple standards that we feel we need improvement on, that's okay. That's sort of like doing
That's
our.
what we would expect. Now, if you're,
Okay.
again, if you already exceed expectations, you just need to tell me why, based on the North Carolina standards for executive leaders, those 8 standards. You can tell me, using the language of those standards, why you think that that you don't need this program. You're already ready to go. And you might. We have some doctoral students who come back, and I've got a group of them that I teach on Tuesday night. I've got a group there. They either have their doctorate or they're writing their dissertation that I'm working with right now. But for whatever reason, they're all limping around this week because I roasted them Tuesday night. I'm gonna tell you what, I beat them like a rented mule. It was brutally bad. Sometimes you think you're better than you really are, and you don't give the effort that you need. We understand at this level that you're not perfect. The problem comes in when you think you are, but you aren't. They'd all lost their house Tuesday night because they phoned it in on on one of the legal cases. They just phoned it in, and now they've all acknowledged, well, we didn't really read it. We just thought we could just, we just what we thought was what mattered. They don't ask you what you think in court, trust me. And so there's going to be, we don't expect that you're going to be great yet. We expect you're going to get great. And if you don't get great, it won't go well for you because I expect you to be great. We demand that you be great. There's a reason why, and I'm going to show you some data as I part company with you tonight. I'm going to show you some exit data from DPI. Let me share my screen with you. No pressure here, by the way. Doodly doo, doodly doo, 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 doodly doo, doodly doo, 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 doodly doo, doo. All right, you see these 2 columns over here? These are standards 1 through 5 on the principles evaluation instrument, system principles and principles. This is for people who matriculated at Gardner Webb. You notice at the 2 highest groups, accomplished and distinguished, we are significantly above the state average in each of those on all 5. That's where you want to be. We are our administrators are the highest performing in the state by a long shot. Not even close. Nobody else even close to that kind of performance data out in the field. And there's a reason why. Now, because we expect the best. We don't expect you to be the best when you start, but when we get through with you, we expect you to be the best. So I've already told you, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple. It's not, you're not going to phone it in. Steve Laws teaches with me on Tuesday night. He literally had to hold me back. It's a good thing we were on video. It would have gotten ugly. He called me when we got through and said, that crowd won't sleep tonight. I said, they don't deserve to. They better go to work. You're not going to phone it in. That's just not an option at Gardner Webb. We don't phone it in ever. And so if you give it your honest effort, the best thing you can do is self-assess honestly. Emotional intelligence, self-awareness, that's the most important part of being a school administrator. It's okay not to know, but you need to ask. Just like when you get me, when we have our discussion board activities, they're going to be coming and going, to and fro. You're going to go ask people. If you don't know, you go ask. You're going to talk to your HR people. You're going to talk to your benefits people. You're going to talk to your finance secretary. You're going to talk to your assistant principal that handles this. You're going to talk to all these people because you're going to learn. What do you think? When I sat down and designed out these activities for you that you're doing on your clinical residency Saturdays, Why do you think they look like the stuff that we go over? That's what we're having you do. We're plugging you into these people, these things. It's okay not to know, but you better know who to ask. And you better read your materials, and you better be ready. All the stuff is there. Dr. Barnes is going to talk to you about the app sales tonight. She's going to show you. We've got all the references. You just got to read it. You don't have to hunt and dig and find stuff. We've got it there. Bulldog One search engine. You just simply go to Web Connect, go to Blackboard. I sent that to you. If you don't know how to do research, we've got a research engine. Garden web page for that search engine for graduate students to use. That's why that tab is in your Blackboard. That's a pay service, but it's free to you folks. We have Qualtrics. We can send out surveys. Again, free to you. All the things that you pay for at other places. If you've got a new computer and you need Microsoft Office, you can get it free from us. We'll provide it for you. We'll give you all the tools that you need. You just got to put the effort in. That's all. It's only about effort from this point. We would not have accepted you if you weren't smart enough to do this. So we know everybody's high enough to ride this ride. It's just now it's about effort. And so, but I told you, I'm not pulling your leg. It takes 20 hours a week. You got to get after it. Only man makes a living walking is the mailman. Everybody else has got to get after it. And so that's my message to you this evening is, Alex, you don't have to be great now. We don't expect you to, but we expect you to strive for greatness in this program. I told you there's enough average administrators in North Carolina. We want some great ones. You people have been identified as having the potential for greatness. Don't let yourself down. That's the main thing. Don't sell yourself short. Give it all you got. And I know if you do that, you'll be successful. And that's what we want. We want you to be successful. And the truth of the matter is, this has been in works for 7 years. This program that y'all are setting in has been in works for 7 years. Till we got the right people in the right positions to pull the right levers. That we wanted to do this. We wanted to do this boutique program. Now, I'll be the first to tell you now, the money, we're not making any money on this. You realize that Garden Web is only charging for six of you. The other 8 are free. Gaston County is only paying for 6 students. The other 8 are free. That's how much this means to us. We're not making any money, and you say, well, you're getting 14 students. I don't mean this in an ugly way, but 14 students in the course of human events means nothing to us either. We bring in over 300 a year. So 14 is immaterial. That's why we can give 8 for free, because I run that many off the first week. That's an insignificant number to us, but you folks aren't insignificant. We think the 14 of you can change the trajectory of a county. That's what we're betting on. That's the whole notion here. This started when your superintendent became one of our doctoral students 7 years ago, with the notion that could we change the trajectory of could we change the trajectory of a district through preparation? And so when Mr. Booker, now Dr. Booker, came to Gardner Webb 7 years ago, the dream was spawned. Can we change the trajectory of a district through the Superintendent's Leadership Academy? So we're going to see. That's the notion. So we have a lot of skin in the game. We're paying more, than Gaston is, but that's okay. That's quite all right. Y'all are worth it. It's worth it to see what we can do here. We're trying to leave a legacy here. We're trying to do something special, something new and different. And so, no pressure. No pressure at all. All right, it's good to see y'all again. I enjoyed making the visits with your principals.
Before you go, you got to make me the host. It's not coming up.
I'm going to. Please keep Savannah in your prayers. She got sick again today. Unfortunately, she can't be with us, and so I think I don't think her COVID's turning her loose. And so prayers for her. And I'm going to make Dr. Barnes the host now.
And then last thing before you go, you guys don't have any questions for Dr. Lamb concerning any of the parts that he just went over? Nothing? Good? Okay.
All right. I got to get back to work now. I'll see you soon. Everybody have a good evening. Thank you.
See you later.